So recently I have been talking about closing credit cards. And I had went over to the experience site showing you how to determine what is your average age of credit and being able to look at what is the age of the credit card so that you can determine which credit card maybe you want to close. Because like with myself having 9 credit cards, I have really 3 credit cards that are my daily drivers. So that's going to be my Navy Federal More Rewards, Navy Federal Flagship. And then when I was traveling recently, I took my Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. But the 2 credit cards that I don't really use as much is going to be my Chase ISG Premier and then my Citi Thank You Rewards. But see, my Citi Thank You Rewards, it does not have an annual fee, but I have had that credit card over 15 years. So I really didn't want to close it. But my Chase ISG Premier does have a $89 annual fee. Now, I was just talking about this credit card because right now they have where you can earn 175,000 points, which is great. But after year 1, what is going to be the perk for that credit card? Now, it really depends on your spending, and it has some good categories, and we're going to take a look at that in a little bit. But for myself, I was going on my year 3 on this credit card. So I was going to be having my annual fee due of $89. And technically, it could have went up to $99 because now the annual fee is $99. So I don't know if it was going to be $89 or $99, but I didn't want to wait around to see what they were going to do. And so I said, I had kind of been contemplating if I wanted to downgrade it, and I didn't want to wait no more. So I just went ahead and called Chase. Now, the great thing is, Chase, they're very flexible. So I called them up and I asked them, could I go ahead and downgrade the credit card? And she said yes. So I downgraded the credit card from the Chase ISG Premier to the Chase ISG Traveler credit card. And we're going to look at the details of both of those credit cards a little bit later in the video. But additionally, what I wanted to do was move some of the credit limit over. So now that I have my new card is going to be the Chase ISG Traveler credit card. So that's going to be the new credit card. And I had a credit limit of 9,700. But since I don't use that credit card that much, and I have the Chase Southwest credit card and then the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, but my Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card only had a $5,000 credit limit. So I said, can you move 5,700 of that new Chase ISG Traveler credit card over to the Chase Sapphire Preferred? And she said yes. So I was able to do that. Since I used the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card more, for me, that was going to be a little bit better. But, when you are considering closing credit cards or downgrading credit cards, I would never just let that credit limit go, especially if you have similar or other credit cards within the same creditor. So let's say Chase, since I have 3 credit cards with Chase, and if I wanted to just close the Chase ISG Premier, I would move the credit limit over. But instead of me doing that, or additionally to me doing that, I downgraded it and moved the credit limit. Now, let's say if I had multiple credit cards with American Express, then possibly you can consider doing the same thing with that. But with Chase, I know you can do it because this is my second time doing it. So never just close a credit card and let that credit limit go wherever, you just lose it. Move the credit limit over to some of your other credit cards. And so that's what I did. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Chase ISG Traveler credit card and look at some of the details. So right now, we're going to compare the 2 credit cards. So right now, I have the Chase ISG Premier credit card, and right now they have the best bonus offer ever, and that's going to be 175,000 bonus points after you spend $3,000 within the first 3 months. So if you do not have this credit card, I would definitely suggest getting it, especially for the first year of this credit card, because this was a really great credit card with the bonus points. Because when I got this credit card 3 years ago, you were able to get 160,000 bonus points, and I was able to get several night stays a couple of different times. I believe I was able to get maybe like 8 to 10 night stays with this credit card. So I think that with the 175,000, depending on which hotel you go to, you will be able to get pretty good amount of stays with that credit card points. So that's why I'm stating to go ahead and get it, but possibly once you move into your 2 years, if this is a credit card that you don't really foresee yourself using within the second year, then you can possibly consider downgrading it. And I felt like I kind of drug my feet on it because I probably should have had done it within my second year, but I didn't. But I didn't want to mess around this time, and so I went ahead and downgraded it. And so what they have is, so it has a $99 annual fee on the Chase ISG Premier credit card, and you can earn 10 times the points with this card for ISG hotel and resorts, and you can earn 6 times the points from ISG with being a platinum elite status benefit of this card. Plus, you'll enjoy 5 times the points on travel, dining, gas stations, and then 3 times the points on everything else. So, wow, this credit card is really good because you can get 5 times the points on dining, because that's going to be really good for me. The only thing is that for me, IHG is not going to be, I'm more so of a Marriott. I like to stay at Marriott over the IHG. So that's where you will have to really like, what is your favorite hotel chain? Or, does it matter? And so for me, it really wasn't going to work for me going into year 2 and 3. So that's why I really wanted to go ahead and downgrade it, but you'll have to see for yourself. But for me, 5 times the points for dining, gas, and travel is really good. But with what I was going to be earning, that's the only reason that it wasn't going to work for me. And then you can get redeem points for night stays at an IHG and save 20% on points purchases. And then they have a lot of other different benefits as well. And they also have where you can get TSA pre-check or global entry. So definitely consider getting that. But with the IHG Traveler credit card. So this credit card right now has where you can earn 120,000 bonus points after you spend $2,000 within the first 3 months. And the great thing is there is no annual fee. Now I still think 120,000 points is good, but the 175,000 points I would say is totally better. So also for the main thing, you're going to get 3 times the points on dining, utilities, streaming, and at gas stations. And then you're going to get 2 times the points for everything else. But the main thing for me is that it doesn't have an annual fee. And since I had the card for 3 years, I really didn't want to close it. Now, the thing is, it's nothing wrong with closing credit cards. But I think since they had I could downgrade this credit card. That's why I think I prefer to go ahead and downgrade it than close the credit card. But if it wasn't a credit card that I could downgrade it to, I do feel like I would have probably just went ahead and closed the credit card, but I would have made sure to move the credit limit over to one of my other 2 credit cards. And that's what I did. I went ahead and moved some of the credit limits. So right now with my Chase ISG Traveler credit card, I have now a credit limit of 4,000, and I had moved 5,700 over to my Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, since I'll probably use that credit card a little bit more. But let me know in the comments, have you ever downgraded a credit card? Or if you close a credit card, let's say with Chase, did you move the credit limit? Or did you know that you could even do that? But let me know in the comments, what do you think about it? And what do you think about the IHG hotels? It's not a game.